Once you've downloaded the zip file containing the examples, you'll want to extract its contents, and we assume that you're going to place the examples folder into your user account's documents folder. Typically, you can do that simply by double-clicking the zip file, and depending on which operating system you're using, you may want to move the zip file into your documents folder first before doing that, and it will then automatically extract the contents into that folder or give you a dialog in which you can select where you would like to place the examples. Now, once you navigate into the examples folder, you're going to find three kinds of examples. There's going to be a subfolder called snippets_py, which contains the individual code snippets that you can execute with the IPython interactive interpreter. And you can execute those a couple of different ways. The way I would recommend it as you're learning Python is to simply go ahead and type the snippets yourself, and then once you become more familiar with the language, you could copy and paste individual snippets as well. You're also going to find complete scripts, which are also .py files. Those will be in each individual lesson's directory. And then finally, there'll be another subfolder called snippets_ipynb, which is the file name extension for a special type of file called a Jupyter Notebook. And in lesson 1, we're going to show you how to execute each of these three different kinds of snippets. So once you become familiar with all three ways of doing things, my recommendation would be that you work in the context of Jupyter Notebooks because it is the most convenient overall, especially if you want to really experiment and retry things that you've done previously. Now, within the examples folder, you'll see a bunch of subfolders that are organized by chapter, or in the context of videos by what we call lessons. Those are named CH with 2-digit number after that. That represents the chapter or lesson number. So CH01 would be the examples that correspond to lesson 1, CH02 would be the examples that correspond to lesson 2, etc. So let's take a moment and look at the examples folder. In this case, I'm showing you the contents of the examples folder on my Macintosh computer, but of course this will look similar on each different operating system you may be watching the videos from. And as you can see, CH01 for the first lesson, CH02 for the second lesson, etc. Within those folders, you're going to sometimes see individual .py files. Those are going to represent either complete working Python programs, which we refer to as scripts, or possibly in some of the later lessons, these will represent source code that's going to be imported, as we call it, into other applications, and typically would contain shared code that we want to use across multiple examples. Now, you'll also notice these other two subfolders. Most of the chapters will have these two subfolders, most of the lessons. The snippets_py again is going to contain .py files similar to the ones up above here, but where in each of those files you have a bunch of individual snippets that are meant to be executed one at a time as you follow the presentation. And we also provide those same exact snippets in the context of IPYNB files for those of you who wish to work in the context of Jupyter Notebooks. And you'll see both standard IPython and Jupyter Notebooks in lesson 1, where I overview both of those for the purpose of executing the code in these videos. Then you can kind of make the choice as to which way you'd like to execute the code on your own.